of America put together more
This just in, breaking news.
that are sold to third-party investors.
But first, we have breaking news right now on WikiLeaks. It has nothing to do with the confidential diplomatic cables. It has everything to do with WikiLeaks saying that it will show off a bunch of documents that could, quote, blow up a bank. Is it Bank of America? Charlie Gasparino has new information now.
Well, all the bank stocks are off today. Bank of America is off. Dick Beauvais put out a note today saying that the leading with Bank of America, because all the speculation has been that this massive data dump that WikiLeaks is going to do on a bank is Bank of America. I believe Julian Assange, the head of WikiLeaks, had actually named Bank of America in an interview about a year ago. But sources close to Bank of America tell the Fox Business Network that the bank has no indication right now, and this is after a year at least of speculation of this type, no indication right now that it is the target of WikiLeaks, that WikiLeaks has any information on it, and that it's ready to announce this. At least that's what we're getting from sources very close to the bank. You know, you can infer like who's telling me that any way you want, but I don't go on the air with something like this unless I'm hearing it from.
It's a very well placed source.
Yes, and very, very close to the bank. And
so let's back it up just a bit, because right now Bank of America is down 1.7%.
Right.
WikiLeaks coming out and saying a couple of days ago that their next data dump is going to be on a bank, and that it basically will destroy the bank with what we find out. Then we realized a couple years ago, or last year, as you noted, that the founder of WikiLeaks had given an interview to, I think it was Computer World,
right,
where he said, somebody gave me a 5-gig hard drive full of Bank of America data.
What was he waiting for?
So it's a natural speculation.
Well, what is he waiting for? I mean, there is...
Well, they did just release the diplomatic
Right.
cable.
No, I know. Well, he's got other stuff on the agenda, I guess. But I'm saying that it's been a year. Bank of America is a big bank with a big compliance department. You would think that if it was them, that they know by now. So I'm not dispelling it. I'm just
that a 5-gig hard drive with sensitive information had suddenly gone missing.
Yeah, I mean, I think
one would hope they would.
One would hope they would. Listen, this is important because if you invest in bank stocks, I mean, why are we talking about this? Because if you invest in any of the big banks, this is having an impact on stock prices today, and you're going to have to weigh dueling bits of information. And what we're giving you right now, what we try to do at the Fox Business Network, is basically try to tell you what's happening now. I can't tell you what to invest in, what to sell, what to buy, but right now, sources very close to the bank is saying they have no indication. Now, those are interesting that it's them. Now, those are interesting words. Those are the words I was told to use. No indication doesn't mean it'll never happen. No indication means that it's off the radar screen.
Yeah.
No indication means at this point right now, and it's a specific term that it's not happening.
It could still end up being them, but they have no indication.
I'm just saying what's interesting about this story is that it is moving the stocks.
Of course it is.
You have
you wonder what they have, or what WikiLeaks thinks it has.
Listen, its initial data dump on earlier in the year, right? They did a big day. They did something on the war on terror. Really didn't amount to much. It didn't cause that much of a stir. Its latest data dump caused a huge stir. You don't know what they have here. It'll be interesting because Bank of America is involved. As you know, it's a huge conglomerate bank.
Yeah.
And just to tell people what it does, it has sales, trading, and it creates mortgage-backed securities. It sells mortgages on the other side. So this is, I mean, if you want to think potentially, this could be huge.
It also purchased Countrywide, and we know that Countrywide was full of a lot of problems. You wonder what they might have that could do more damage than what we already think that.
And since you're an investor, you should know all the downside. They're involved in this massive robo-signing thing. One of the leading robo-signers, where Bank of America is right in the middle of that, where they denied people in foreclosures due process by creating this assembly line of people just stamping foreclosures without looking at the documents and legally vetting them. They're in the middle of that. They're also in the middle of the fact that Bank of America put together mortgage-backed securities, right, that are sold to third-party investors, like BlackRock, which it owns a piece of, like the Fed, which holds mortgage-backed securities.
They also own a company called Merrill Lynch, which apparently deals with the public of some sort.
But this mortgage-backed thing is interesting because the Fed and BlackRock are right now threatening to put some of that back. So there's a lot of ways to look at it, but I can tell you right now, sources close to the bank says no indication that WikiLeaks has.
Well, we are going to watch Bank of America, one of the leading dogs of the Dow right now, but it has come up a couple cents since you came on the air. So we're going to watch.
Good.
But you just came on.
It's me. They love my face. The traders love my face.
Is that true? Write it now, Sully at foxbusiness.com. That is